Here guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Bring it. Bring it. Ready?
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And the Raiders first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the air now with Smith. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Vikings 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Their catch made it to 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hands up, ladies!
Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A loss of a yard.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton, incomplete, right side to Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 24.
They go 368. They go 368.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Smooth.
56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
368.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Mike, 57. Come on, baby.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
SOS. Check. Lucky.
Fight this.
This will be Dalton again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down now, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Dalton's pass intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
44. 44. Here we go. General West.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys.
Nice.
56.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, Zoo. Don't be scared of it.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Here you go. 93, 52, 90. Hey, help.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got Lockett. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
368.
Another chance for Dalton. Looking for the end. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 61 Matchbox Lights. Ready?
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Gets around him. And some room to work. And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Chris Thompson, 66 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 25. Regular. Hands up.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hands up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey,
Under 10. 10. Hey.
check 15. He's coming.
The give is to Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Slam.
Dalton. This complete to Lockett. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Regular.
Give me some. Here we go. Kill. Watch twist.
Out. There you go. 3.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
5, 6. Hey, Charlie. 57's right.
Set the tone, defense.
Dalton here from the gun. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
8, read. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Look, squeeze. Kill.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take
Let's go, baby.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
Play the hot. You're the team. Shoot by 2. Move. Tight go. 368.
Watch the shot.
Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44. 44. Here you go.
Staying open.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Hands up. VAT.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 50.
Regular.
6 right there.
Hey, exit.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the run.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Andy Dalton being chased out left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hands up. Lead.
Mike's 56.
Regular.
On second down, Richard. Tackle made there by Ben Heaney.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check 37. Check 37. Check.
368.
Watch the eye.
They'll try and run for it. Richard lost it, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, oh, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
From the gun, here's Smith. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to let this go for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hands up. Lead. 2 by 2. Move. Hey, Alpha.
Check 43. $56. Mike, 50.
Here you go, Cam.
Hey, watch the slant. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Buzz.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I got one.
Ice.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. So Dalton now. He's looking deep for Bell. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Dalton. He's looking deep for Bell. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes The other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Dalton sets up play action. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need.
Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
At their own 25-yard line.
Break.
Mike Bartu. Watch the pass.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Right there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ringo.
Smith on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Wahoo!
52, Mike, 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch the ship. Hey,
80 weapons.
watch the ship.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Still going. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Smith now, operating from the gun. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Bailey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Lead!
57 to Mike. That's what I do.
49, check 49, check 49. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He lets it fly from Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Check safety, check safety.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Left side complete to Lockett. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
57's the mic. Watch 57. 3 bucks.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Pressure from his right, and he he goes down hard, flat on his back. Aaron Lynch in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on first down, Dalton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Check 13. Go.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, box drop.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to go up top, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That's the way you make it spirit, baby.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Dalton. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game,